Hey, everybody. Um, I guess we'll call this worshiping with Watachee, I guess. Um, a lot of people seem to think they know a lot about the Bible and everything, and I am not one of those people. I do study the Bible, but I am not somebody who knows a lot about it. Matter of fact, the more I dig into it, I find stuff that people have never even mentioned to me, never even told me about it. Which, if they would have made more sense to me than with leaving certain things out. Now, one of the things that I never really understood when I read it, but it talked about the Noah days of Noah, and Noah was going out while he was building the ark and everything. He had people, ask him what he was doing and everything, and he was telling them about this great flood that was coming. God was telling him about this great flood, and nobody believed him. Nobody believed him. They kept on doing all the same stuff they was doing every day, just like nothing was going to happen because they did not believe that this great flood was going to happen and kill everybody. Now, when the rain started happening, they knew something was up. Does anybody know why? Why, if it just because it started raining, that they knew what Noah was saying was going to be true? But by this time, it was too late. God had already gotten all the animals to the ark. He had told Noah to get him and his family in the ark, and he was going to shut the door. He's the one. God's the one that shut the main door on the place once everybody was in it. That's about the time the rain started falling. Now, nobody until about 3 years ago explained to me why they didn't believe there was going to be a flood. Well, this is why, folks. And it took me up until just a few years ago to even know this. No preacher I've ever known, not the man that baptized me, no preacher. I've got a preacher in my family. He's been a preacher for as long as I've been alive. Never told me anything about this. But I'm going to share it with you because it was something I just learned a few years ago. The reason why they didn't believe Noah, because he said that the water was going to be falling from the sky and going to flood everything out. Before the Great Flood and this happening, the earth did not have water falling from the sky. They did not have rainstorms and shit. That is not how plants got watered. Trees got water. It did not happen that way. That's why when it started falling from the sky, they knew something was up and was different. And then they went to go try to get into the ark, and it was too late. They couldn't get in. That's what's happening today, folks. You guys don't believe that that time has come again. And you're going to keep doing what you're doing every day until the exact time it's too late. Just like in Noah's days. The rain did not fall from the sky, folks. That's why after that, the rain did come from the sky, and that's why there was a rainbow in the sky, and the rainbow itself was a promise from God. He would never flood the earth again. That's why rainbows did not exist before the flood. You don't have to believe me, folks. It's in the Bible. It states it all. Now, I keep telling you people to pick up a Bible. Pick up a Bible and just read the last book in it. If you don't have time to read the whole thing, Just study the last book, Revelations. It tells you exactly what has been happening for at least 2 years now. It tells you. Go to Revelations chapter 6, verse 2. Just start at verse 1 and read verse 1 and verse 2. It tells you about the seven seals being open. The first seal being cracked open, it appeared a white horse. The man riding it is a conqueror. He's got a crown on his head and a bow in his hand. Now, the original word for crown is corona. I believe it's Hebrew, is corona. So, corona, crown on his head, conqueror. The bow in his hand, I know most of you think it's bow and arrow. Now, I have a teacher that teaches me that I Bible study with. He's got a 1600 Bible that's written in the original text. And when we do Bible studies, he even goes back to the original text in his 1600 Bible and tells you the exact words for what it said in original text, Hebrew, or whatever it was written in, mostly Hebrew. But he's the one that told me about the crown, the original word being corona. And then he said the word bow. I believe, if I'm remembering it right, the word bow, the original Hebrew word would be toxin, which means simple cloth. Now, the first rider is on a white horse. He's a conqueror. He's going to go out and conquer all nations with corona and a simple cloth, a bow. It's already happened, folks. It's already happened 2 years ago. Now, if you read Revelations chapter 6, verse 3, tells you the second seal is busted open. And that rider is riding a red horse. These new versions say bright red horse, but he's riding a red horse. He is to go out and take peace away from all nations. And he has a large, or a huge sword with him. So he's going to go, he's the second seal being busted open, the red horse. This rider is to go out and take peace away from all nations so that they fight amongst themselves and kill each other. People, it's right there. It's telling you what's coming next. They're telling you what's coming next. The wars. They're going to start another. It'll probably be we've already had the Third World War. This is going to be probably the fourth. But it's going to involve many, 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 many nations fighting amongst themselves, killing each other. I'm not going to go no farther with it right now, folks, because that's coming till that passes, and then the third seal will be broken open, and we'll go from there. We're just to the second seal, and it's telling you what's coming. And you people refuse to see it. This stuff all has to come to pass. Ain't nothing going to stop it. And if you're preparing for anything else, you're wasting your time. You can believe me or not. That's on you. I'm just here to tell you what you do with it, what research you do, whatever you want to do with it's up to you. I can't save you. Only Jesus can. And until you realize that, you're not going to be a winner when this is all said and over with. People, I love you. I only tell you these things to warn you, to help you. Better find Jesus. Till the next time, folks.